Hey everybody, Graham here. What the heck is going on with this UFO stuff? I don't know if y'all remember, but back in August, there was an article that came out about something that somebody found in a congressional document about UFOs. And I did a video on it back then, but just let me refresh your memory about the article because it's very interesting. So here's what we had. Congress admits UFOs are not man-made, said threats are increasing exponentially. And then over here in the actual article, we had cross-domain transmedium threats to the United States national security are expanding exponentially. Many politicians have stopped just short of claiming the unidentified objects were extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional in origin. Now, as I said in the previous video, I am a bit of a UFO skeptic. But what got me interested in this was the fact that it was in a congressional budget document, and people are generally a little more serious when they're talking money. So if they're talking money for UFOs, then there may be something there. It may just be, throwing money around for the sake of throwing money around, which, Congress loves to do, but there may be something there. So then we get this weather balloon or spy balloon or whatever the heck it was from China going across the thing. And we don't shoot that down. We let it go across the entire U.S. and then shoot it down. So we don't know what that thing was doing. We don't know what information it was sending to China or whatever. But then all of a sudden, the U.S. is shooting down stuff everywhere, and they're not talking about it, and it's not there, and they're not letting this stuff just go wherever it wants across the U.S. like the Chinese balloon. So I have to wonder what's going on. My gut instinct is that this is actually some kind of drone thing. That these supposed UFOs are probably drones, maybe from China, who knows? Maybe they're U.S. drones. Maybe they're just sort of running target practice on these things. I don't know. It's all very weird, and sort of tied in with that article from last August, it's starting to make me wonder if there really is actually something going on. Now, a lot of people have pointed out that this could all be just a distraction, primarily from the train derailment that happened in Ohio, which I'm sure you've all heard about this, but it's not being covered in the major media, in the corporate media, very much. But there was a train derailment in, I believe it was East Palestine, Ohio, and a bunch of hazardous chemicals were spilled, primarily vinyl chloride, but a few other things that are pretty nasty as well. And basically what the government decided to do to deal with this was to let all the chemicals spill out into a trench that they had dug, and then they burned it. And then now there's this huge smoke plume and cloud over Ohio, and even though they only evacuated a 1-mile radius around the derailment site, people are saying that there are weird things happening 100 to 200 miles away. So that's all very concerning, and it's a little worrying that the government really hasn't said a whole lot about it. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg has not said anything about this. He made a statement yesterday having to do with racial equality in the construction industry, which seems very, I don't know, like general and just one of those sorts of things you talk about when you don't have anything else to talk about, when there's this major transportation issue going on. And on top of that, there have been two more other train derailments, one in Texas and one in South Carolina. No chemical spills as far as I'm aware, but still it's got to make you wonder what's going on with the rail system here. So something weird is going on, and I'm very curious to know what it is. And knowing the nature of government, I'm not sure we're ever going to find out. And the problem is that when you don't tell people what's going on, people are going to speculate about it, and the speculation's going to get pretty wild. So, are we being prepped for an alien invasion? Is an alien invasion already happening? Has it already happened? Or is this UFO stuff all a distraction from this chemical thing, which who the heck knows what it is? I mean, ostensibly it's an accident, but what if it's not an accident? What if it's a chemical warfare test? I don't think it is, but you can speculate on this kind of stuff till the cows come home, unless somebody comes out and says, okay, here's what happened, here's why we did what we did, here's the environmental fallout that we're going to have to deal with, and gives us actual information. And this is the main problem with the media age that we're in now, is that even if somebody came out and said this stuff, even if Pete Buttigieg came out and gave a full explanation of everything that's going on, there would still be people who'd be saying that he was covering something up. And he might be. That's the problem. So many of the things that have been labeled conspiracy theories have turned out to be true that you can't dismiss conspiracy theories out of hand anymore. So speculation is going to run wild, and there's just not a whole lot we can do about it. Pulling hard for the people in Ohio. I'm hoping that whatever environmental damage we're seeing from this is going to be short-lived and cleaned up pretty quickly, but my gut tells me it's probably going to linger for a while. And there's a lot of farmland in Ohio, so the implications for the economy are not good. Food prices are already rising, and this will not help. So something's got to give. Somebody's got to say something, or else paranoia is just going to take over. And, I can feel myself being more paranoid in light of these things. And I don't think that's good for society if everybody's paranoid, if nobody trusts the media, nobody trusts the government, nobody trusts each other. It's not a good recipe. So let's hope we get some info soon. Apart from that, I hope you're all doing great. And I will see you all in the next one. Graham out. Bye.